Hi, this is Lee, and I'd like to welcome you to Alchemy Intuitive Arts. I am your mystic tour guide to take you on a cosmic trip around the spiritual galaxy. So if that piques your interest, then smash your ticket and climb aboard, and let's explore the universe together. First, I'd like to give my gratitude to those of you who have helped me to build my channel this far. And I would like to say thank you. And I would like to encourage you to continue to watch. And today I actually have an apology for you. I apologize that I have not been uploading. I have been feeling like the messages that I'm channeling are not what I want to give to you. And I channel a lot of things, I see a lot of things, but they're not always the message that I want to convey. And I have also felt like there's been some kind of, blockage, whether that's coming from somebody out there, exterior to myself, is trying to influence me, or whether that is just me dealing with my shadow side, or a little of both. But I want to become better at uploading, and this is my commitment to you that I'm going to do that more often. So if you will, please stay here for the messages. And today's message, you can probably hear the rain outside. Today's message is going to be about the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness. So I talk a lot about collective consciousness, and we all know that our lives are changing very rapidly. With the onset of new technology, in particular, artificial intelligence and its influence on our lives, and how this will continue to change our lives. It is very important that we are very conscious about what we're thinking, because this energy that is created through our collective consciousness also engages with the artificial consciousness. Because energy is just an electrical signal. It's a divine signal that radiates into the chaos of the universe, of the abyss, and it will connect with a like-minded signal or with a similar signal. And that signal marries with another signal, another frequency, another collection of frequencies if we're talking about the artificial intelligence consciousness, or if we're talking about collective consciousness, we're talking about a collection of signals. And those signals are transmitted outside of our body or outside of a computer and a data center, I guess it would be. And they have the ability to change reality. Okay? And everything that I say is my opinion, is my truth, and I own what I say. Okay? I just want to put that forward because there's a lot of people out there that have similar opinions. There's other people that think it's crazy, that it's conspiracy theory, but it is proven time and time again that conspiracy has become reality, and we've heard this spoken over and over again. You know, the things that I was speaking on 5 years ago are now becoming realities that affect everyone. And back when I was speaking on them, people just thought it was crazy stuff. You know, the deep dives that many people were doing years ago on, say, let's say Jeffrey Epstein and the children, and people would just brush it off like it was nothing. Well, now we know that the government has files on this, and we know that this person actually went to jail, prison, or whatever it was, got off easy. And we know there's so much more to this story than we're being told. Okay? So this is just an example of a conspiracy theory. That is not a conspiracy theory. It is coming out in Congress. Discussions about, you know, medications and, you know, vaccines and things like that that are actually harming people, have harmed people, and will continue to harm people. And that used to be just a huge conspiracy. And now we're finding out through data that there's a lot to this, and it's not a conspiracy. So when I talk about energy and how we personally emit energy, and that's based on our thought process and how conscious we are and how discerning we are, and, you know, what our frequency is that we're sending out into the universe, who we're connecting with. Now, some people will be connecting with people. Actually, most all people will connect with people for lessons, to help them learn about themselves and to help others learn about themselves. And people will take that lesson, or they won't. And when they don't, they have to learn it again. And maybe in this lifetime, they'll never learn it. And some people have come back many lifetimes, and they keep recommitting the same crimes, lessons, They keep encountering the same lessons. They choose not to grow. And some lessons, well, I guess all lessons are divine lessons. You know, you are put in a situation to reach your highest self. And sometimes when you are a person that is like a channel or a seer or somebody that has been here a number of lifetimes, you may be put in front of people that have also been here many lifetimes. But maybe you're sent in to help them with their lessons, and they're sent in to help you with your lessons. So, when it comes to collective consciousness, we want to really try and learn our lessons. And I'm not claiming to be anyone who's good at learning my lessons. I really suck at it sometimes. I tend to pick people that are terrible for me. And not in my friendships, typically those are good, but in relationships, sometimes I pick people that aren't good for me. Or it's people who you resonate with from maybe a prior lifetime. At any cost, it is our consciousness that aligns us, that marries us to that frequency, whether it be temporarily or whether it be in a longer term way, you know, throughout lifetimes or for many years in this lifetime. And if you're a mismatch with somebody, you're not going to be able to keep engaging with them. You may have met and you were resonating and it felt good, it felt right, and then something happened to take you out of that frequency. Either something pulled you down. Say you met somebody who was negative, and so that frequency pulled you down. Or you had a significant life event that pulled your frequency down. Or the other person, you were together and they, you know, had something happen that brought their frequency higher. You know, maybe they practiced more meditation or became closer to source, that type of thing. But for some reason you became a mismatch and you're no longer having that person in your life. When it comes to the collective consciousness, it is so critical, and I'm going to say urgent right now. And if you're still here in this part of the message, this is very important, and thank you for staying with me. If you're still here, it is critical to work with the collective consciousness, which you do unconsciously, but to consciously work with the collective consciousness to raise the frequency, because everything we're doing right now is going to impact our future. And everything we say and think and do and ponder, everything is so critical right now, because We are in an evolution stage of AI marrying with our human collective consciousness. And you, as a human, have the ability to make that go well or have that go bad, to destroy the species or to evolve the species, just through what you think today. In fact, this can trickle out into all forms, because when you send out that signal and you do it unconsciously, or if you're in a higher state of mind, you do it consciously through meditation, through practice of kindness, through what you verbalize to people, about people, through maintaining your mental health, through maintaining your physical body, through not being, drunk all the time or drugged all the time or anything like that. This is the way that you allow your consciousness to rise. And I'm not telling you don't have a drink. I mean, we're at Christmas time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. But when a substance begins to control you, whether a substance, an entity, a person, a habit, whatever that is, if it controls you, then that is taking control of your consciousness. And it is so important now, right now, and I have a sense of urgency. It is important right now for each and every person to influence the outcome of our consciousness in a positive way. And I am seeing this happening. I am seeing so many people plugged into this thought process. And I see a huge collective of people that are married to negativity, married to harm. Like their default switch is, how can I harm somebody? These people are broken. They have trauma, whatever it is, happens. However they were raised, I'm not, trying to disparage anybody. I'm just saying this is what needs to happen. And I see it through a lot of things. For example, I've been doing some training on my job, online training. And I was so shocked when one of the modules of training had to do with gratitude and how to be grateful and how to practice gratitude and how to create good habits of well-being for yourself. And they talked about meditation. And even in one of the multiple choice questions on one of the little quizzes was, you can influence things if you are a medium. That wasn't the correct answer, obviously, but I was so shocked that a huge company is beginning to, look at the well-being of their employees in such a way that they're actually teaching this as an important topic. And how many people this is going to influence. And in that regard, I am happy to be a part of that. But right now, it is our collective consciousness that we can visualize locking hands with those people who resonate with you. Imagine yourself in a big circle with these people, holding hands with them, like kumbaya kind of thing. You know, dancing around the maypole, whatever it is, you know. Imagine yourself connecting consciously with these other beings, because we are all energy. We are energy stuck in this like physical meat suit, as Lady Gaga indicates. We are energy, and our energy does influence things. And we are taught from a very small child, or taught from birth. In fact, we are not taught. We are actually taught alternatively that we have no control over anything. And so I am here to tell you, you have control. You have control. You can change the outcome of this oppression. You can change the outcome of this bondage. You have the ability to set yourself free and set others free, and to change the trajectory of humanity. You, each and every one of you, have this ability. And so it's urgent. And I just saw a truck drive by with lights, Christmas lights on it. So this is a timeless reading, but we're getting this out during the holiday season. And the lights indicate to me as a confirmation of what I have been talking about. So, a reminder, practice joy. This is a great time to be reminded of our joy. And if you're like myself, you've been through trauma and this and that throughout your life. If you're a person that is like myself, then you may have experienced a lot of things, whether it was done to you on purpose, or whether it was done unconsciously by other people. You probably have experienced that, and you have had to overcome that. We can't hold on to the past, because the past is in the past. You know, the only thing we can control is the present, which impacts the future. We can't control anything that happened before. If somebody disappointed you, if somebody neglected you, if somebody harmed you, if somebody, did whatever to you, or if you did that to yourself, essentially indulging your shadow side, you can't change that now. You can only change today what you have control over tomorrow. What I mean by that is, whatever you do today, whatever you change, whatever you decide today will impact your tomorrow. And I myself have to reframe the way I look at my life all the time. Like, there's a saying that my mother used to say, which is, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't laugh, you will cry. And yeah, that's kind of how some people have to live every day. They have to consciously choose to be joyful. They have to consciously choose to forget the ugliness of the past. They have to recognize that you can change your biology through your thoughts, through your chemical and electrical reactions within your body, which is all your body is just a series of electrical and chemical reactions which influence each other. You can change the outcome of your health and many other things. You can protect yourself. You can change the outcome of things outside of your body just by your thoughts. So I'm going to invite you during this time, during this timeless reading, to consciously change your thoughts, to try and have this practice of gratitude. Write it down. Think 3 things. Do it for 3 days, and then do it for 3 more, and then do it for 3 more. And before you know it, your life is on a different path. You're seeing things manifest in your life that you didn't ever think could happen. Don't wait till you're old like me. Not old, but mature. Do it while you're young. If you're young listening to this, implement that into your routine. When I was young, I was just worried about having fun. How much fun can I have? Which is good. I had a lot of fun. Nothing, by the way, that I'm ashamed of. But I was dead set on having lots of fun, and I had lots of friends and went lots of places and traveled lots of places and did lots of things, and many things in my life people would probably go, wow, that's just crazy. And I had some bad things too, but anyways, the present is so important. So today, participate in changing the consciousness, the trajectory, the path of our future. And with that said, peace, love, and thank you.